Hey y'all, it's Lee Henkin here. Thanks for tuning in for this video. I'm just going to be reeling off a few short and sweet cold email deliverability tips. If you have some knowledge of cold email, you know how important it is to be consistently landing in the inbox over a long-term period of time. So basically, I'm just going to run through a few short and sweet kind of tips to help you do that, basically. So number one, Spintax. So basically what Spintax is just randomized text. Okay, so when you send your emails, the text is randomized and basically it looks like every single email is different, even though it's kind of not really, but it looks like it is. So you can put Spintax into subject lines and also the body text of emails. So I recommend doing that, both. Really easy to do. And I use Instantly to do this. I'm not sure if every cold email tool will allow you to do this. I actually got no idea. I just know with Instantly you can. It's just really good. Easy way to kind of maintain deliverability because it makes your emails look different. Okay, so Spintax, and I use Instantly for that. So DeMarc, SPF, and MX Records. So really important you got them set up. So if you've been following me for a while, regardless of where it's on YouTube or social media, you'll know I use Google domains. Reason being is because SPF and MX Records are taken care of straight away for you by default with other tools like, I don't know now, but I used to use GoDaddy, and you used to have to sometimes do that manually. Okay. The other record you need to set up is DeMarc. That one is a manual setup, even with Google domains, but it's super easy. Literally just Google it. It's not hard to do. You just add some copy and paste the code into the DNS, create a new, I think it's a text record in your DNS, and that's basically done. So that's number two. Number three, DKIM authentication, really important. So with DKIM authentication, again, if you're using Google domains, this is taken care of like by default. So I don't know why people don't use Google domains. If you're not, just use it because it's just so much easier. Like you don't have to think about this shit. Okay, so use Google domains, DKIM authentication done automatically. Otherwise, you're probably going to have to set it up manually and authenticate it with other hosting providers. So just use Google domains. So that's number three. Number four, custom tracking domain. So again, I use Instantly, and they make it really easy. One of the reasons I like Instantly is because of how good it is for deliverability, and there's just so many features of it that are so good for it. And one of them is this like custom tracking domain feature. You can set up a CNAME record in your DNS of your domain, and you add copy and paste in like this text from Instantly. Okay, and when you add your email account to warm up. Super important. It's a really good thing to just help improve your deliverability long term. Number five, warming up email accounts. So, if it's a brand new email account domain, 2 weeks before using in a campaign. Otherwise, warming up every day. I always preach this. I don't know why people don't do it every day, but you just always be warming up. Literally just leave it on every day. If you want to have long-term deliverability success, you just got to be warming up every day. So that's basically how I do it and what I recommend. Number six, when you're actually when you launch your cold email campaigns, don't send too much too soon. So you want to start off like small, like, maybe 30, 40 emails a day, and then after a few days, progress it up to like 50 a day and so on. I personally don't send more than 70 emails per email account per day, but I don't start off at 70. I build up to 70 over like a period of a week, 2 weeks. Generally, I find that deliverability is still fairly good at 70 per day. Other people may have other experiences, but in my experience, that's fine. So I would say the next one to go through to help with delivery would be not putting in too many hyperlinks. If you put in too many hyperlinks, you're just going to run into issues at some point. So pretty much the way I do it is I usually just have like my email signature, which like has the hyperlink to a landing page, a website, maybe one more hyperlink on top of that. maybe it's to like a really well optimized LinkedIn profile or some other asset. But in general, I'm not using really more than 1 or 2 hyperlinks in an email. That's pretty much the max, to be honest. Couple other quick tips to go through. Keep it plain text. So don't use like fancy coloured fonts and all that kind of shit. You know, I see some people have their email signature. It's like their names in orange and then some other bit of text in another colour. Just keep it all plain text, plain, boring looking. You just don't want to run the risk of any kind of things that are going to impact your deliverability, basically. Last but not least, as a quick tip, avoid using images. Look, I have used images before, like GIFs and memes and stuff like that. I have had success with it, but as a general rule, I say it's better to not do anything like that in your emails. And if you are going to do it as a follow-up in the same thread. Okay, that's just another little deliverability tip for you there. So that's pretty much it. Just some short and sweet cold email deliverability tips I just wanted to run through one by one. That's pretty much all there is for today's video. If you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Subscribe to the channel, like it, whatever you do. And see you on the next one.